The Cigar Nerds Podcast.
And welcome back to another Tactical Tuesday gun review, or my excuse to show you the new toys I bought. So, I got a box. What's in the box?
It's in a box.
No, not that. What we have in the box is the new Canik TTI Combat. So let me crack this open and we'll show you what's inside.
All right, so let's take a look at what's in the box. First off, you've got this cool little note from Taryn here talking about the gun and his partnership with Canik. And then we have, here's all your paperwork, instruction manuals and whatnot. And on the first layer here, we have the gun itself. There's some kind of more close-ups of it. You got the kind of cool engraving, Terran logos, windows. Like I said, that huge window on the mechanic optic, that ported and compensated barrel, your 18 round mag, your 21 round mag. Of course, you've got your little Canik tool that they put in everything you can use to take it apart. You have your various plates for your optics, your different back straps, and a little cover for your optic. And that is what's on level 1. Now we get over here to level 2. We have all your tools to adjust your optic and work on it. Your cleaning kit, your punches for taking things apart, your handy outside the pants holster, because you get this thing, you want to go straight to the range. You don't want to have to wait a couple weeks for a holster. Speed loader, and of course the other cool thing, if you get one of these, it comes with a Terran and Canik challenge coin. Very John Wick. And there is an additional spring and guide rod for lower power ammunition.
And here it is, the new Canik TTI Combat. Comes with 18 plus 3 mag and a flush fit 18 round mag. Before I get into the features of it, what's kind of cool about this particular gun, if you're familiar with TTI or Terran Tactical Innovations, like that one up there, most of their guns are all nice custom guns that come with a nice custom gun price tag. Well, Canik decided, whoever came with the idea, to partner with Terran to design in his opinion, a good competition fighting gun, but keep it at a reasonable price. So now you can get a Terran gun at Canik prices. I mean, MSRP on these things are around $1,000, which is kind of high for Canik, but if you've ever looked at the prices of a Terran gun, it's actually fairly reasonable. So what happened was, I said Terran designed this gun kind of from the ground up, and Canik built it. So this is like the first Terran production gun that you can just walk into any store and buy, and not send off to California and wait a year like is happening with my gun I've ordered. Combat Masters are cool, but damn, there's a long wait on them. So the unique features of this gun, there is a kind of a special, unique stippling all the way around. And there's also these little stippled kind of touch points there, so you kind of can feel where to stick your hands. Comes with 3 back straps. I've got the large on here right now because I got big hands, so you can switch those out to whatever's comfortable for you. Flared magwell, you can use it or take it off. This, just the serrations on the slide looks really cool. We also have various little vents that will kind of help lighten up your gun. The trigger on this thing is interesting because a lot of the competition triggers, you got this kind of middle trigger safety here, but it's huge on this gun, which makes it very easy to hit. We've got blacked out rear sights, green fiber optic front sight, and lock this back, fluted barrel. And then this guy up here, which is a first for Canik, is a barrel mounted compensator. And it's not like threaded on like some guns. It has a kind of a unique system where you press that in with the provided punch, and then it kind of just quick detaches. So it's easy to take off, put back on. You don't have to worry about timing it when you're screwing it in place. And like I said, magazines come with the Terran Tactical extended and non-extended base pads. And also this sight here, which I've got several of the other Caniks, and most of the Caniks have a RSC, the compact red dot footprint. So you have to use like a Howsun 407K or any of the kind of the thinner sights, where this gun is made to take your standard RMR footprint and comes with several plates for various optics. But this one also, the one I bought, came with Canik's newest optic, the Mechanic 03, which I've never used any Canik optics. This is my first one, but I gotta say the window on this thing is huge, so it's very easy to pick up. Like, I don't have to worry about kind of closing one eye like I do sometimes when there's the small light. So this thing is just absolutely huge. And it's also kind of, if you can see, it's got kind of a cutout to it, so if you have to rack it off your hand, it's easier to rack it off things without hitting your glass. And because this was kind of designed with this gun, it co-witnesses with your iron sights that are on the gun. And let's talk about this trigger. It is, if you can tell there, a nice crisp break, and then super short reset. Caniks always have really great triggers, and the trigger that's on this thing is phenomenal. And with this, because I've never shot a gun with at least a pistol with a compensator on it, and I've took it to the range, dialed in the optic, but it's probably one of the flattest shooting guns I own. Let's talk about some of the other things that come in the package with the gun that's kind of unique to this. We got this little guy here. So, since it's kind of designed as a competition gun, some people that shoot a lot of competitions hand load their ammo, may shoot lower recoil, just lighter ammo. So to kind of combat that, it comes with a low recoil guide rod and spring. So if you're shooting low powered ammo, you've already got the spring to switch it out, so it'll function with those lower pressure rounds. And with pretty much all Caniks, comes with a holster. So you don't have to worry about ordering a holster for this. You can literally take it out of the box and go straight to the range, straight to a competition. And it's kind of cool because the design that's on the holster kind of matches the serrations that are on the gun, which is kind of cool. I've seen some negative talk online about, these having issues. I don't know if that's all just user error, people that don't know what the hell they're doing, or there might have been some problems with kind of the initial production, because I can only speak to my sample size of one, which is this, and as the filming of this video, I've probably put 500 rounds through it, and I've not had any malfunctions, and it is such a straight shooter. I mean, it's not so much a group as just like one ragged hole in the target. I love this thing so far, but why don't we go out to the range and see how she shoots? All right, and welcome back to the range day. So now we're going to shoot the TTI Combat. Make sure my optic's on. Not a lot of ammo, so we're going to do some like low ammo drills. I'm going to start off with, from Paul Markle, the one box drill, where basically it's 50 rounds of ammo. So we're going to do 10 shots regular grip, 10 shots single, 10 shot support hand, and then 10 rounds of drawing from the holster, and then 10 rounds of some like reload drills, and try to keep them all in that upper A zone. So we're going to start with the first 10 rounds of just normal fire. All right. Now another 10, just one-handed only. And now 10 shots sport hand only. All right. And now let me go put on the holster, and we'll do the holster drills. All right, now let's do a couple draw drills with it. Probably should have tucked my shirt in so I don't get caught. All right. All right. So far everything's working nicely, and so far this kind of next 10 rounds, run a couple reloads.
And I forgot a mag carrier, so I'm just gonna put this in my pocket. So my reloads are not going to be as quick as they would normally be. All right, now let's get a shot of, just so you can see how flat shooting this gun is. I mean, yeah, there is very little time between the recoil and the dot getting back on target. And as you can see on our target downrange, insert that footage here, with the exception of that last kind of rapid mag, it's all in the A zone. I've had a couple flyers, but for a brand new gun that I'm not 100% good to go on yet, it's working good. We've had that one kind of failure to fire so far. I tried to find the bullet to see if it was like a light primer strike or what, but it's fallen down a crack somewhere and I couldn't find it. If I find it when I'm cleaning up, I'll let you know. So I still got about 50 rounds left, so let's do a little more shooting, shall we? So this mag, we're just gonna do headshots, so we can kind of show you the accuracy of it. And I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see the target. So yeah, all of those are pretty much right in that head box. I mean, most of them are still touching one another, so yeah, I would say this thing is good to go. I'm gonna do one more. All right, I got enough ammo here for, oh, still got a whole nother mag here. All right, so next one we're gonna do, let's just do rapid fire. Dump it as fast as we can and see how she does. That was fun. Not nearly as accurate, but they're all on paper, and that was a pretty quick mag dump. Like I said, that with this built-in compensator, there's not a lot of jump on it. I'm kind of impressed. End it with a few more holster draws and give you my final thoughts on this. We'll do this one with the cigar for like added difficulty.
All right. That's all the ammo I got for today's review. So pros and cons of this gun. Pro, I would say, if you're looking for a competition style gun straight out of the box, you're not having to do anything like stippling or add a compensator or any of the other things you would do, kind of tricking out a competition gun. This one's great for the price out of the box, $1,100 with the optic. You can't beat that, and it runs. Like I said, I've probably put, as of recording this, maybe 500 rounds through it. That one failure to fire is the only problem I've had that one time, and that could have been ammo because I'm kind of just using a collection of shit I've had. The only downside I would say is it's a little large for a EDC pistol, so I wouldn't recommend you going out and getting it for that purpose. I mean, you absolutely can. I mean, there's people making inside the pants holsters for it. If you're comfortable carrying a full-size gun, but with that compensator, it's bigger than a Glock 17. So I mean, it's a little bit longer. And like I said, with the 21, 18 plus 3 mags, that's a lot to conceal. Not that it can't be done. If you're a big boy like me and you're comfortable with that, go for it. But if you're a competition shooter, or even I would run that through some training classes where I'm shooting outside the waistband. I have no problem recommending that gun. I've got a couple Terran guns and I love them all. I've got a couple Canics and I love them all. So the TTI Combat's kind of the best of both worlds. You got Canik reliability and Terran aesthetics. So that's all I got for you this week. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you back at the cigar shop.